Hello and welcome to Echo Your Sport. I'm here today at Fight4Change Centre in London, speaking to their operations manager, Rebecca Donnelly.
Hi
Rebecca.
You're right.
And we also have a young apprentice here named Jack. So Rebecca, Fight4Change, founded in 2009 with the help of WBC middleweight champion Richie Woodhull. Since that time, obviously it's helped a lot of young people in the community. Can you give us some inside information about Fight4Change and the services that you provide here?
Basically, I think any boxing club, any boxing coach will tell you that boxing is a great tool for engaging disadvantaged young people. It's a great tool for turning their lives around, giving them giving them self-esteem, respect, healthy lifestyle. Fight4Change is a bit more than that.
Yeah.
What we like to think is that you can engage at any point within the Fight4Change programme. We offer a range of courses from gym level 2, personal trainers, business startup, business enterprise courses, BRQ, sport tackling, youth crime, small little courses from gang intervention, anger management, behavioural issues. So we offer all that with them. We're looking to develop a BTEC in sport along with London College as well.
Okay.
So any person that engages in one of the sites, hub sites, we've got about 4 hub sites now across London, here being the main one in Mitcham, and one in Croydon that's just starting up as well, and a small one in Sutton. Anyone engages in any of them hub sites and likes the boxing, we get to know them, we mentor them, we then progress them onto one of the courses and then onto volunteering and work placements.
Oh great, because when you just touched about progressing young people, you have an academy here called the Fight4Change Academy. Can you give us some information about the academy, so in terms of who is it aimed for first to start off with?
16 pluses, so 16 to 23 year olds that are in the academy. We've got the evening sessions which the young people first engage with. That's a bit younger, that's probably from about 11, 12 upwards, but predominantly of them are 16 plus. We have the younger age group beforehand. So they engage, we get referral from youth offender team, yachts, local people, local organisations and charities, outreach sessions when we go into part of the states and we talk to young people about what we've got going on here. They then come to sessions, engage. From them sessions, the coach is always looking at them to see what their discipline's like and seeing what they're like and what they're interested in, because it takes time to build up confidence in a young person.
Yeah.
If I was just to approach you off the street, say come here, so I've managed to talk you around to come to the boxing, then straight away I'm going to, you need to do a gym course, you need to, no, why do I need to do this? I don't need to do that, who are you? And you're just going to go. But getting to know me, enjoying the sport, enjoying the discipline, then over the course of a couple of weeks I'm talking to you, the coach is talking to you, you're opening up a bit now.
Yeah.
You're telling me college wasn't for you, you didn't enjoy school much, but yet you really liked sport, and in fact you weren't too bad at learning your muscles or your joints. So then I would approach you and say, well, I tell you what, there's a gym course coming up soon, why don't you do that? And then you go onto the PT, and then I've got good connections with local gyms in the area, we can look to get you volunteering, work placement or employment within that.
Okay, great, because you just touched on a point I was just about to ask you about what it offers to the young people, the academy, and just in terms of future development and just future prospects for them. So if we can go more, you've explained to me about the academy and what it offers them. What about in terms of for the future, like do they get into coaching or sometimes?
Every young person, I think that the majority of the situations here, some people come from third generation unemployed, so their dad is unemployed, their granddad's unemployed, so why should they work? It's as simple as that. Well, they got by, I know I can get by doing dirt. I shouldn't do it, but I can get by doing that. So we're going through the programme progressing, well, that's great, I'm enjoying the boxing, well that's great, I've gone to this course, well why? There's nothing else for me. So what we're planning to do with the centre, we've got a gym as well. So planning the young people that come through the course, giving them opportunities to work in that gym, on the floor as PTs or gym level 2 instructors. Once they've done that for a period of 3 or 4 months, we find the money to pay for them as well by putting in grants and funding bids. They then get that experience of working on the gym floor, and they train up the next cohort of young people that come through. So they've got experience of working on the gym floor and experience, you could say supervisory role, coordinator role, management role, however they sort of want to take it on their CV. It's not a long job, it's only part-time, but yet it's that stepping stone onto full-time employment. We then look to form partnerships with a load of companies such as Virgin Active, Greenwich Leisure Limited, a load of gyms, Cafe Neuro, to look at where to place these young people into the sports coaching, boxing coaching, etc.
Okay, we have young Jack here, so he's part of Fight4Change. Can you give us a bit of information about your boxing career and how you're finding boxing and you're about to start an apprenticeship, I heard.
Yeah, basically I went to the boxing gym when I was about 11 because like my uncle done it, my dad had done it a bit, so I thought I'd just try it out, and then I was hooked on it straight away. So I've been doing it for about 5 years now. It's like my career's going well, and like I'm looking to take that next big step in the future.
Yeah.
But like obviously I want to back up, and because I'm interested in boxing, I can link it with like media side as well, so as a backup. And yeah, Becky with this apprenticeship is basically giving me the opportunities, because like I run my own boxing blog and YouTube channel already, but like this is giving me bigger opportunities to get interviews and stuff like that with like boxing stars and people like that. So
okay, great. In terms of discipline and other characteristics, what has boxing done for you? Discipline is just an example, but
yeah, discipline is probably the main thing. It gives you learn respect, like not just for yourself, but like for other people, fellow boxers and like your coaches and stuff like that. And the other one's confidence.
Yeah.
It's like if you're a shy kid and you're starting out, it doesn't not necessarily know you because you can beat someone up. It's not about that, but it's like you know you can protect yourself, and you know like it just gives you being in the boxing gym and around like loads of people gives you like the characteristics and stuff like that you need just to talk to people and stuff like that.
Okay, great. Because they have touched. Some people have touched upon the word perseverance. So imagine like you're boxing now, and you're learning like from your coaches and mentors about perseverance, and like if you're it can help you in any walk of life. So just maybe not just boxing. So imagine, and how do you feel that feels for you? So because let me give you an example. Perseverance. They've said that okay, waking up in the morning, wanting to go to work. If life knocks you down, so it's just like when you get knocked down in boxing, you have that perseverance to get back up, and that can link into life. If you're having things are not working out for you in life, you can always pick yourself back up. So has boxing helped you in terms of perseverance in just every walk of life that you do?
Yeah, definitely, because you know like if you can do the training and if you can do everything it takes to be a boxer, you know you can do most things in life, because that's one of the hardest things to do. And with everything, like it links in with your education and obviously stuff like this. If you want to have a career in the media or any career you want, you know that it's not always going to be easy, so you're going to have to keep getting up and just keep trying.
Okay, great.
I think like sports, boxing specifically, because that's our sport, that's my passion and everyone's passion and works for Fight4Change. I think sports one of them that at first when I started kind of like they're not turning up on time, they might not turn up with the right kit, but the young people have a period of time, they're turning up on time now, and they turn up in their kit. It's kind of like the skills you need for life, the skills you need for work. Some people just take it for granted, but until you work with those young people, you have to, because they've not known nothing else. You know, they're probably taking a joint in the morning, some of them. They're probably, you know, not getting up on time. But when that's installed in them, they turn up in the session. They can do that. They're ready for a job now. They can turn up on time to get to that appointment. They can turn up on time for college now. They can turn up for a job because they've got that discipline installed of them. They know that, God, I've done 20 sit-ups, 20 ton-ups, 3-mile runs, whatever. I can do all that. I can damn well get up on time to go for work. You know? So it installs that into them as well. And what happens is, what we found is, it's almost like the people at boxing become the family network, and they become the support network. It's a bit like if Jack was fighting, everyone would go and, come on Jack, you know, blah blah. If he won or lost, you know, big celebrations or commiserations, pat the back, and they just, everyone knows what it's like. It's an individual sport, because only you and that other person are in the team, and if you lose, you feel like you're the only person that's ever lost in the world, and you're the only one feeling this pain. But everyone and them boxers have gone through that same pain, so they know what it's feeling. So they're always the ones that pick you up and say, look, come on, you know. And that's the closeness, I think, of the sport.
Okay. In terms of accessing the centre and facilities, what days and times are you open? And
we've got basically there's 2 open sessions we've got, which are Mondays and Wednesdays, 5 till 7 o'clock in the evening. And then there's various different projects that we've got in and around, and to list them would be just various, and they're all sort of like changing. So the best thing is to obviously get in contact and find out where the next open session is. And we've also got the courses that we run as well, so like the gym courses, the PT courses, and they have various different locations. VRQ one we've got running nearby Stockport at the moment. We've got a business enterprise course working with our partners, active communities, which we're referring young people to. That's running in Southwark. So there's loads of courses and all going on at the same time. So I think what I tend to do is we get referrals from Nat Crows, Youth Offender Team, Yachts, and all over the place. So every time someone's referred someone or a young person interested, they normally give me a buzz. I arrange to sit down, meet with them, what is it you're interested in, what do you want to do, find out exactly what it is, rather than send them to something that's not really suited for them, they've not really got, because otherwise that's their time, they've lost faith in me now, because I've sent them to something that's rubbish, and then I want the best for them, I want them to stay engaged, I don't want them to go to something and then just think, no, I'm not coming back. So I meet with them, either one-to-one, I sit down, and we just take it from there. The other ones is just giving out flyers to the activities and the sessions that we've got going in Croydon and something, so they can turn up 20 of them. But my main aim is to get them regular participation and then project them onto one of them courses into employment.
Okay, and is there a starting age to come here? What's the youngest age that you can start coming here?
Youngest age is I've got kids that do the youngest session at 10 years old.
Okay.
So they will come, but they'll only come for an hour on a Monday or an hour on a Wednesday.
Okay.
So that age is more about keeping them active, keeping them healthy, teaching them about the health. The older they get, and that's kind of like when the intervention stuff. Not to say that you still do need it, but the kind of like education stuff, and that's why it kicks in about 14.
Okay. So
predominantly, I've got 14 all the way up to 23, 24.
Okay then. And finally, do you have any final comments about Fight4Change or the sport of boxing in general?
I think, from what it's done for me, I think your coach is quite important in your life with boxing. And you look at any boxing club and any coach, the young person say that's their mentor. That person guides them, they look up to that person. Sometimes they look up to the person more than a father figure, but whatever way you look at it, that person has an effect on that young person's life. And we all can remember, because otherwise I don't think we'd be doing what we did, of a point where someone has come into our lives and altered it or changed it or had a positive effect. And if we can do that to someone else, and if everyone could do that to someone else, be a role model and change it, we'd have everyone going in the right direction and not being diverted into other activities which they shouldn't be doing. So I think it's all down to the coaching staff and having the right people on the floor, and then it all pushes upwards. Obviously you need people at the top that are getting the funded bids, that are trickling it down, but without that quality work at the bottom, you're not getting the results and the success is not coming upwards.
Alright, that's great. Thanks very much for speaking to us today, Rebecca and Jack. It's been great. For more information about Fight4Change and the services they provide, you can log on to their website, which is www.fight4change.org.uk, and you can also watch this interview on our website, which is www.echoyoursport.co.uk. And just final comment, Jack, you said you had a blog as well. If you want to give us the information about that, we can put that on.
Yeah, you can follow it on Twitter. It's at boxingopinions1, and the website is boxingopinions1.com, and on YouTube my channel is PriceyJ97.
That's great. Thanks very much for tuning in today, and see you again soon.